It is covered under Workmen Compensation Policy. So my Workmen Compensation or an employer's compensation policy will pay out a certain sum insured to me if any death or any accident or any disability happens to me at the workplace. I'll be defining a certain workplace that this is the location that I'll be working at. Insurance company will underwrite that risk and they will pay me a certain whatever the amount of sum insured in terms of death or a disability only if I contract with any of these problems during the workplace. In terms of death, when I talk about natural death, there was an IT employee, ages 25 years of age. He was sleeping, and during the sleep, there was a major organ failure. The next morning, he did not wake up. So that was a natural death. So any kind of death that is there, that will be paid under the GTL policy. And there, the insurance company paid the 100% of sum insured that we had opted for the group term life policy. The second example we'll take off is the accidental death. In this example, there was a logistic company. A salesperson went for a client meeting. He met with an accident and he died on the spot. That was an accidental death. So insurance company will pay 100% of the sum insured to the deceased family here. Next coverage that we'll talk about is critical illness. Here, insurance company, as I said, will list down a certain critical illnesses. If a certain person is diagnosed with that critical illness, they have to pay the 100% of the sum insured. Here in this example, a 38-year-old employee suffered with a heart attack. He was diagnosed with a heart attack and he did not die. He was just diagnosed with a heart attack and the insurance company had paid the whatever 100% of the sum insured of the critical illness that we opted for. Next, we'll be talking about a temporary disability. This is a very common example that we see across all the organizations, and this benefit is utilized very much by the corporates. This benefit, it basically says, if I meet with an accident and I'm bedridden for a certain time period, at that point of time I'm not visiting my office, sometimes the employer might not give away the salary. Here, if I have taken a group personal accident and this temporary disability benefit, insurance company will pay me 1% of my sum insured or 5,000 per week, whichever is lower, up till 104 weeks. So if my salary is 7,000 rupees per week and I have opted out for this benefit, then the insurance company would pay me 5,000 per week till the time I am bedridden. During the pandemic, as I rightly said, life insurance is covered by life insurance companies, and then there is general insurance company. During the pandemic, a general insurance company, I'll name the company Go Digit, they launched a COVID-specific policy. If there is a COVID death, then that policy will be covering the sum insured that I have taken for. There is a certain limitations to the policy that maximum that I can take under the cover is 35 lakh rupees. That is a maximum coverage that is available. If I want to go for a COVID death specific policy, maximum sum insured that I can take is 35 lakh rupees. The minimum overall corporate sum insured should be 5 crores. If it is lower than 5 crores, then the insurance company won't underwrite that policy. So this compensate workers or their families for losses suffered by the employees due to accidents. Only in case of accidental death. It's not necessary that the death that is happening should be on the road. So generally, people think that if the person is meeting with an accident on road, only then this policy will get triggered. That's not the case. It should be the death should be accidental in nature. If that is there, then the insurance company is liable to pay whatever sum insured or the amount that I am liable. First, because of this pandemic and everything, you should definitely procure a group term life policy and a workman compensation policy, because we have seen how this policy has benefited to the people who died because of this unfortunate event. So a group term life policy or a workman compensation policy is very much advisable. If say suppose you have higher strength, you can also take an add-on cover for the COVID deaths.